Hello there. The UK Prime Minister Theresa May has written a letter to the President of the EU Council, Donald Tusk, asking for an extension of the Lisbon Treaty Article 50 process. Now, just a quick update before I start. The Prime Minister has invited all opposition party leaders to a 1-hour meeting in number 10 at 6 p.m. tonight. She is then said to be preparing to make a statement to the nation. A lot is being read into this. General election maybe? But I think it'll be the usual guff to try and garner national sympathy and support. Now to business. Shortly before appearing in the Commons for PMQs, the Prime Minister dispatched a letter to the EU Council President asking for a short, one-off extension to Article 50 to last until the 30th of June. But as I have pointed out many times before, the EU Commission is adamant that if the UK is still within the Article 50 process and therefore still an EU member at the start of the EU Parliament elections on the 23rd of May, then the UK must participate in those elections. And the EU Commission President, Jean-Claude Juncker, has already made that clear in an earlier public letter. And referring to a telephone call today between Juncker and May, a spokesman for the Commission President said, "European elections have to be held if the extension date is beyond May the 23rd. This is the position of the Commission, and this is what the President informed the Prime Minister again." And the latest reports indicate that the PM will either get a short extension up to the elections or a much longer extension on the promise that the UK takes part. Pity for our Remainers then that the EU Parliament Elections Act of 2002 was repealed last year by the Withdrawal Act 2018. So as far as I can see, we have no legal mechanism to hold MEP elections until that act is replaced. Paris also threw an early spanner into the works, with the French Foreign Minister saying that his country would not be happy to automatically go along with a UK that was simply playing for time, and so France could just say no. However, the French President Emmanuel Macron has yet to take an official stand on it. So that indicates to me that there is some sort of negotiation taking place here, and I have to wonder what the cost would be and to which side. And knowing Theresa May, she's got something in mind to give away. Fishing grounds maybe? But it would only take one of the EU 27 countries to veto an Article 50 extension, so forcing the UK out of the EU on the 29th of March. And in that case, the government will come under intense pressure from Remainers across the country to just unilaterally revoke Article 50 completely and sort it all out later. But Theresa May has today ruled that out, and the Brexit Secretary speaking at the Commons dispatch box also said the same thing at 3:55 this afternoon. But how many times have we heard the absolute assurance from Theresa May and all those in government that we would definitely be leaving the EU at 11 p.m. on Friday the 29th of March? Moving on. There are reports that Operation Yellowhammer, the UK Treasury's contingency plan for a no-deal Brexit, could be put into operation in 5 days' time. In a letter to colleagues, the Brexit Secretary Stephen Barclay wrote, "Operation Yellowhammer command and control structures will be enacted fully on March the 25th unless a new exit date has been agreed between the UK and the EU. We're now approaching the point of no return from a no-deal Brexit scenario." And the shadow Brexit Secretary and arch-Remainer Keir Starmer has tabled an emergency motion under the House of Commons Standing Order number 24. The Speaker has accepted it and, despite a shouted objection from one Tory Brexiteer MP, I believe it was Peter Bone, over 40 other MPs stood up in response, and this forced the debate to take place. The Speaker then said the debate, which is usually held the next day, would be held later today and duly commenced for 3 hours starting at 3:20 p.m. this afternoon. The motion is that this House has considered the matter of the length and purpose of the extension of the Article 50 process requested by the government. All I expect to hear from these people is that, while Brexiteers wish to hail the 29th of March as UK Independence Day, those Remainers want to label it our EU Dependence Day. However, any outcome from this motion will have no direct impact on the fact that, repeat after me, the default legal position is still that the UK will leave the EU on WTO terms in 9 days' time at 11 p.m. on Friday the 29th of March 2019. So, please let us all know what you think by leaving a comment below, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.